Alright, what's going on, guys? It is a dismal, rainy Thursday here in Albuquerque. We are at the Peterbilt dealer here. We just stopped in to get some work done. We had a dash cam installed, a new radio put in. Somebody left cigarettes down the ashtray. That's not my call. I didn't do it. We got our GPS there up on the dash. That actually came with the truck, as did this shift lever. We got an Asus notebook down there for doing all our logging and everything. You see all the switches here, painted dash. That I didn't change, I just left that alone. And then you can see back here we got our nice little high-rise sleeper, the sunroof, everything's good there. And then we'll take a look at the exterior here. Let's switch on the front. See what we got. Let's light her up. We got our lights down the bottom. Now, the lights come on naturally with this one, so let's look down the side. She's stretched, but here's the kicker. She will sit frame, even though the lights are below the ground. As we look towards the rear, the suspension has been chromed out a little bit. The tanks, we got the tuning fenders on. We've got all our little lights here. The biggest tanks that we could put on, the stretch frame, and then we can see our airline hookups are there along with the fifth wheel cover. Motor sounds pretty good though. Sounds mean enough. So let's try and find us some cargo here. No, we're gonna have to look around and see what the hell we can get coming out of Albuquerque. The reason I chose Albuquerque was because I knew it'd have a decent freight market. So let's see what we can pull with the good old US Express. Now, oh yeah, it's got trailer cables. That's that little black box down there on the frame. You'll see when we get to when we hook up to a load here. Take a look at Albuquerque. What do they got? There's that custom trailer. What do we want to haul out of here? Let's see. Ooh, a turbine. It's going to California though. Not really seeing anything of interest yet. There's some lumber on a covered tarp. That'd make a good load. Alright, let's go to, does this one have the computer on the dash? Hell yes it does. Now, I had to go through about like 15 different motors to find this one, and we'll see if it works, but yeah, I have. This truck actually uses a lot of the assets from the Pinga W9. Why is that so freaking bright? Ah, yeah, because it's got them everywhere. Putting the back there and the back here. Yeah, right there, that little black box. That is our trailer cables. I have a feeling this truck's not going to have a high speed. Try and get up to speed and see what the Jake sounds like. I only got to test it in the parking lot. Oh shit, this thing flies. Not that bad of a Jake brake. Kinda like it. A little snappy. Kinda like that snappiness there. So able to just cruise along. I thought this thing was gonna be a fucking slug. Turns out we can actually haul ass in this. I must have had the wrong transmission. Now this one doesn't have a retarder in the transmission, but that's fine with me because I'm doing 90 and I'm not even at 2,000 RPM yet. And Jake slows us down really good too. I'm liking this. Yeah, I didn't do the steering wheel fix. I kind of wanted the old school Freightliner wheel. Gotta keep some things retro. And thank God it doesn't work in it. I like the old retro big ass 4,000 foot steering wheel. Well, still, I like this steering wheel a lot. Damn. Let's just line up behind trucks here. Fuck the red light right now. I'm making a right turn anyways. Man, it sucks that you can't really see. This is a long bitch. Not quite as long as the 389, but it's still got some length. That 389 was a long son of a bitch. Let's pull in here and get our load. Should look pretty good with the flatbed. That is our load. We're going to Lawton, Oklahoma. Fifth gear, dumbass. They got a lot of reefers just sitting around. That's it. Oh shit, I'm at the wrong damn dock. Hey, hey, hey. Let's get to the right dock. Alright, so let's see. We got our nice spread axle Mac. Thank God they tarped the lumber because it's nasty as fuck here. Let's get going. It doesn't have the air horns like my Stretch Pete does, but I can live with it. You gotta remember the off tracking on this truck is fucking ridiculous because of the wheelbase. So you know what? Fuck that. We're going straight down. And damn GPS to tell me to go in a straight line or take a dumbass line when I don't need to. Only downside is brakes don't work as good as you think they would. And that drop visor there, I actually had to raise myself up in the seat because I was sitting so low. I felt like my ass was dragging the ground. Which way you going, bus? What the fuck are you doing, car? I had a green light. Seriously, you stupid motherfucker? Yeah, I went and I actually built this at the dealership. This is a 100% brand new truck. Well, brand new old truck. I don't think I have Pingas installed right now. I think it was conflicting with another truck that I had. I think it's pretty realistic on the gears here. It felt pretty good. This thing's not a speed demon either, which is what I like the most. Bobtail, yes. And so far this thing isn't really kicking too much ass. We've got 18 in this one. But wow, Halo, it's really grunting. Let's see, do we have a mileage tracker on this? Now we've got our fuel. Yep, we've only driven this truck 72 miles so far. I just keep mine on the fuel display though, so I can look at the dash and know how much fuel I got left. And this truck's a deceiver, man. Did not feel like we were going that fast. It feels like we're going slower than we are. Alright, there we go, 18th gear. Should be able to get to 75 no problem. As long as we stay on flat ground. Which Volvo? Aerodeths or the truck shop one? Because I have both. I prefer the truck shop one a hell of a lot better. And set our cruise at 75. Bobtail, I guarantee you this thing can do 90 easily. without a doubt. I was up to 80 something. Now that one's broken. That 2018 Volvo is, last time I remember, it was fucking broken. If you want a really good Volvo mod that starts all the way with the 6 Series and goes all the way up to the 880, I highly recommend going on, what the hell is it, fuck, I forget the mod site. Just type in Truck Shop Volvo. That is by far the best looking and most realistic Volvo series out there. And it starts all the way down at the bottom of the day cab, I think it's like 630. And you can work your way all the way up to a 880. Tons of options for it. And it's actually a really, really good pulling truck. In my opinion, it stomps the shit out of Aerodeaths. Which one? I've got, actually, I don't think I have the original anymore. I have the Crew 2 on PS4. Yeah, I've got that on PS4. I've actually been meaning to play. It's just I've been wanting to play some VR for a while too. Just haven't gotten down to it. I bought a Nintendo Switch like was it 3 days ago now? I've kind of been hooked on the Switch. My brother tried to turn me on to it like last year, and I wasn't having any of it. And then my son came home. He's like, walks in here, I'm playing ATS or Farming Sim or some shit. I was playing something, as I always am. And he comes in, he's like, bought a Switch. Dude, the graphics on the Switch is fucking amazing. Even if you're just playing it handheld, dock that bitch to a TV. Holy shit, is it a game changer. It is absolutely phenomenal looking. The TV that's in his bedroom, which is the old living room TV, is a 720p. It looks fucking fantastic on. The one I have, the big 55 out in the living room, that's a 1080p. And the Switch can handle it. It looks absolutely amazing in that, and they've got so many freaking games for it. I was blown away. Plus, they don't want $400 for it anymore. It's only $299. So I bought that. Bought Mario Odyssey because I fucked up because I figured he had the other Mario game, so we both have a copy of Mario Odyssey. What do you get? Toad the Treasure Hunter, Crash Bandicoot Trilogy, and since Harvest Moon kind of took a shit, I want to go back to OG PlayStation and do the original Harvest Moons on the PS1. I bought Stardew Valley for the Switch, and honestly, that game right there, I was up till 3 in the morning playing it, put it that way. It's just the Switch is so versatile the way that you could use it. It's like my life literally fucking revolves around being on here driving a truck, or farming, or doing whatever. Then I jump on console, and then it's like, oh hey dumbass, it's like 3 in the morning, why don't you go to bed? Go outside and get a life, you faggot. Yeah, the screen on it is really big. It's, without the Joy-Cons on the side, I'd probably say it's either 7 or 8 inches wide by about 4 inches tall. However big the Joy-Cons are is it's probably about maybe 4 or 5 inches actually, so it's probably about an 8x5 screen. No. The Switch has a shit ton of games. Even as you can put use little steering wheels, all kinds of stuff, controllers, even though it came with a thing where you take the two Joy-Cons and you make a, basically a controller. I was in Walmart looking at all the shit for it. I didn't see spin tires, but, the eShop has a ton of games, and luckily my phone for some reason won't recognize the 64 gig, SIM card that I had in it, so I took it out and stuck the 60. That's another great thing about the Switch. It does allow micro SD storage, so I put a 64 gig micro SD in it. So I've got 64 plus the 30 I think that comes with it, so almost 100 gigs of storage for games that really don't take a lot of use. It's only the only reason I put that in there is if I'm going to download titles like I did Stardew Valley, which the game sizes aren't even that big. I've also got, what was it, Fallout Shelter, because it was a free game, and I was literally, I spent $423 on the Switch and a game, so I was like, fuck, I need to find some free games. So, like an idiot, I downloaded Fortnite, played it like a few rounds. I was like, fuck that. I don't think you'd ever need a terabyte SD card for that thing. You'd never fucking fill it, ever. I think if I had a 120 gig, a 120 gig SD, I'd be set for life. Those games really do not take a lot of space at all. And it's funny as fuck, because when you buy it, you see this, almost, it's like a 3/4 size of like an Xbox or a PlayStation case. You open the fucking thing, and the damn thing is the games are the size of a regular SD card. It's like, what the fuck? Why don't you put it in like a 3DS sized case? No, it's awesome. I like the Switch a lot. They're the exact same size as a Nintendo 3DS game. And we are now in Texas. Okay, so this thing actually does slow the truck down, it just doesn't have the retarder in it. Interesting. Take an exterior drive. While it's nice and daylight out, let's drive outside the box. See, the thing is about streaming like console games is it's a pain in the fucking ass. At least with PlayStation, because the overlay that they use sucks. It shrinks my screen, like when I'm playing Sniper 4 or Sniper 3 or Sniper Ghost Warrior. I don't know what my kick was. I got on a sniper kick, so I downloaded or bought and downloaded a bunch of games. Sniper 4 Elite was actually pretty fucking badass. I'm actually going through Sniper 3, which is a hell of a lot harder. But yeah, like the overlay on it's weird, especially if, I mean, it's fine if I don't enable the comments to be visible, because then I'm full screened. If I enable the comments, then it cuts like a quarter of the screen out, and I'm like, okay, I can't see shit. But the other side of that too is I don't have a good working headset for the PS4. I've got some like shitty $30 Afterglow, which actually, come to think of it now, it might not be that bad seeing I took my earrings out. I don't know, I wouldn't have spikes pressed into the side of my fucking head anymore. So I might actually give that a go again. Because I do enjoy the PS4. I've got my Xbox One sitting on top of the computer tower right now, seeing how, once again, I was in Walmart the other day, and this is pre-Switch. I was in Walmart and happened, because we all know Red Dead 2 is coming out October 26th. Confirmed. It's coming. So in anticipation of that, I was just walking around looking through the, not their used games, but their discounted ones. No, this one doesn't have exhaust smoke, thank God, because it looks annoying when you're sitting still. I was walking through the electronics section, just looking at like the cheap ass games, the 20 and under. And lo and behold, what the fuck do I find? Not just regular Red Dead Redemption, but Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year, which also came with Undead Nightmare for Xbox One for $16.84. So I've been getting my Red Dead on a lot lately. And I'm pretty pissed at Microsoft for doing away with YouTube for streaming. They use that stupid Beam shit. What I need to do is I need to get a capture card for my PC. That way I can do console gaming on there. This jailbreak is actually amazing. I do love it myself. Staring at the back of this truck, I'd swear is a fucking Peterbilt, not a Freightliner. Horn's a little generic, but hey. Sacrifices. Yeah, it does kind of look like a Kenworth. Looks like the back of a W9. The only thing that makes it look a little bit more Peterbilt-y is the way that the aero kit brackets are. They're a little bit different on the K-Whoppers. They're more triangulated. These ones are kind of just fucking huge. Oh, you should hear the fucking Jake brake in my 389. Makes this one sound like a bitch. My 389 has a killer Jake brake in it. So the one thing that's weird about Texas, going up over all these little roads here, they got these up, down, up, down, up, down. It's like sex without any fun. That's the other thing I don't like too, is with this truck the reflection is so much on the chrome that it looks like you put your four-ways on when you hit your turn signals. Oh fuck, I didn't realize it was getting that late. There we go, lights on for safety. Might as well go in cab too. I'm in my safe space. I guess I can just run with my running lights. I couldn't find the night paint job, and I did download the real company pack for this truck. Just couldn't find it. Now, the irony is, yeah, I'm in 8 high right now. It does, doesn't it? This one more so ever. Good old Kylan. Oh, sometimes that hits like a motherfucker too. There was a little bit too much cinnamon and not enough toast and crunch in that one. The truck says 8, but if you look over on the little advisor thing, I'm in 8 high. Since I do have the SKRS shifter, I can do the high and lows easily. I don't know why on this one it doesn't read the range. See, there's 8 low. It's just not, I guess it's not the same gear thing, 'cause I remember the old one, it would say 8 low, 8 high, whatever. Now we're back in 8 high again. Oh shit, we getting off? Okay, this sounds really good too. I love this truck. Now, this will tell you something. I have had this SKRS shifter for 2.5 years. It's supposed to have an interior light, but it doesn't. I opted for the interior light, but it didn't put it in there apparently. See, I've had this shifter for about 2.5 years. The thing works off of magnets, and my splitter works fine. It still has that nice solid click sound to it, but my range selector doesn't click anymore, but it still works, which is the odd part. It doesn't make the clicky clicky anymore, but the range selector still does work. See what my high beams are like. I know why my lights are being fucking stupid. I had that realistic light mod, or enhancement. That's why the lights are so fucking bright. I've actually got, looks like daytime running lights in this truck. Thrustmaster T300 wheel and pedals. Fanatec SQ 1.5 shifter with the SKRS Eaton Fuller 18-speed shift knob on top of that. Oh yeah, and a button box. Oh shit, we're close to drop off. And it's dark as shit out there. We're staying in cab. Now, back in the days of, what was it, 18 Wheels of Steel Holland, I played on a controller. And all the games before that, like Pedal to the Metal. I think maybe in the later stage, I had gone to a wheel, but it was the Logitech G27. My G27, I ran that thing into the fucking ground, broke it. Like a dumbass, bought another Logitech wheel. It was a G29 because it was PS4 compatible. Then I went to a Fanatec CSL Elite base, a set of V3 pedals, and a BMW GT2 rim, which was all PlayStation compatible as well. got rid of that setup and got the Thrustmaster T300 because it's also PS4 compatible. I've got a switch on the side for PS3 and PS4. PS3 is computer mode, and obviously PS4 is for the Nintendo 64. You know, I don't know. I haven't tried it in a while. I think somebody updated it. Now watch, we're gonna get out here into Lawton or whatever the fuck place this is in Oklahoma, and there's gonna be jack for loads. And don't you even think about it, bus. Do not, I repeat, do not. Speed limit 65, Haas. Why are we slowing down? Give me 12 more miles, and we'll get a good shot of the front here. I don't want to rear end this fucking idiot in front of me. He looks important. He has a CB antenna on the front, or on the back of his car. Actually, you know what? A red light will work too. There's the front of the XL. Oh, it's definitely a pissed off truck. I have a tendency of building them a certain way, and they always look kind of angry. I guess they match the owner. I think we can do a second gear start here. The light will ever change. Second to fourth, to fifth, to sixth. The high beam is on because I can't see dick. 6 high, 7 low. See what I mean about that? It looks like my fucking four-ways are on, but they're not. So this should be fucking fun. Now my four-ways are on. We have to swing this big-ass truck and this trailer in that little bitty hole. Ow! My hazards are on. But it does look like that because all it, god damn it, because of all the lights I have on it. Come on, baby, get in there. You can do it. And I know I had it. I just have a thing about trailers not being straight or lined up. And we rolled. Boink! Yes, it's definitely OCD. I couldn't do that shit in the real world. You gotta back into a dock the right way. So I definitely, I'm very OCD when it comes to making sure the trailers are parked straight. Alright, let's see, what do they have in lots in here? I don't want to go back to Nogales, I want to go east. Kansas, Colorado. Jesus, what's with all the fucking urgent loads? Dalhart, Texas, that's going ass backwards. Well, Fort Lauderdale, or we can go to North, oh my god. Fuck it, let's go to Grand Forks, North Dakota. Please don't hit anything else. Let's go over to FedEx here. Hope I don't get T-bone coming out. At least the speed limit here is decent. Pull in here, get our load. Let's see, Grand Forks, North Dakota. See which one is ours. Right there. Now see, the one thing that I'm going to have to talk to Moped about is why the fuck the custom truck that matches this trailer oh, it's got green lights on it. The other one had blue lights. The truck that matches this trailer, a lot of you guys have probably seen it on YouTube. It's a lowered black Peterbilt 350 with a custom chopper on the stretch frame pulling this trailer. I have the matching truck, but for some reason it doesn't show up in the dealer, so I'm going to have to talk to Moped and figure out what the hell's going on with it and why it's not showing up. The trailer works just fine, truck's not showing up. Let's get the fuck up out of Nowhere Town, Kansas. Man, this thing looks like a damn parade going down the highway. I've even tried going on a vanilla map, only putting the 350 in and the trailer. Truck wouldn't show up. So obviously it's something with the truck we're gonna have to figure out. Yeah, these lights are fucking way too bright. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something here real quick. Those lights are way too goddamn bright. Oh, how kind of you. Little do you know I'm pulling over right here, dude. think one of my mods has the conflict. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna remove it real quick here. We're gonna go to, just so I don't have to leave game, go into my profile, mod manager, get rid of the goddamn brighter lights, remove that, confirm. Now it's going to tell me it's broken because it's missing the brighter light mod, which I don't give a shit. Load. Who cares? It's missing brighter lights. That shouldn't affect anything. I'll still be sitting on the side of the road. And we're going to drive. Let's see if that fixes it. Man, that thing looks fucking sexy as hell. That's regular. Oh no, that's high beam. That's regular beam. There we go. Light problem solved. Oh fuck, that's bright. Yep, there we go. Now it doesn't look like, that's what it was, is the light mod. It's exactly what it was. Now it's not cross-contaminating. Looks a lot better now. Now let's get this thing up to 70. I should be able to keep it in 8 low for this one. Oh yeah, we can easily stay in 8 low, good RPM range, and be at the speed limit. Bingo! Cruise control engaged. And these are actually my low beams, so that's, well, it's not really that dark, even though it's 11:20 at night. We are golden now. It's just going to take me like 10 years to pass people because I'm doing the actual speed limit. Just wait, I'll get that downhill, come on. What's up now, fool? That guy looks like he's riding the damn brakes. The brake is not a footrest. Well, it is for me. Enjoy my green neon lights as I pull by you. Come on, this thing needs more junk in its trunk. Let's go. I think we're hauling fruit. Nope, beer. We are hauling beer. Well, beers. We're hauling beers, guys. Hey, you want to come over to the house and drink some beers, eh? I got that Labatt Blue and the Molson Ice there, don't you know, there, eh? Actually, I want to stay in this lane. I'm an idiot. God damn, those are still stupid bright. Okay, I guess what they did is with this truck, the low beams are like the highs and the highs are like Jesus lights. You see God when you look into them. Come to me, my son. Ah! No, Johnny, stay away from the light. Alright, so I-44 it is. 1,000 miles to go. Well, a little over. Oh, it's 75. I'll stay in 8 low though. That way it's got the torque. Not yet. I don't know why it made me think of it, but the only downfall of the long hood 389 that I have, the wipers do not take the rain off the windshield. I was pulling a load last night from, I think it was Flagstaff to, no, because that already dropped off in Fort Worth. It's Fort Worth to Meridian, Mississippi, or fuck me. Fort Worth to Auburn, Alabama, and got into a fucking hellacious rainstorm. I had to drive from an exterior view just so I could see. This one, though, I already know the wipers work. I mean, the wipers worked on the truck, but they just didn't take the rain off the windshield. They do on this one. So in the event that we hit rain, we're safe. Oh, just under 1,000 now. Snow has not been incorporated into the game yet. The only map that I know that actually has snow is the Dalton Elliott Extreme, which that's a fun map to run, but it's a 1-1 scale map, so yeah, the 500-mile trip from Fairbanks to Deadhorse literally takes you 12 real-world hours. Yeah, it's crazy. Now, I'd imagine once we start getting into some of the states that are notorious for snow, that eventually they're going to have to add it. But I think just like back in the Holland days, it's just going to be like a stripped down, okay, the road's a little light and the snow will fall, but it's just not gonna do anything physics wise. It's just a cosmetic thing. Hopefully I'm wrong on that and SES is gonna do something absolutely amazing and actually like fuck with the physics, that if you get on something slippery that your trailer is gonna be more prone to slide if you hit the brakes. You lose traction, all that crap. Because I know on the Elliott, he had scripted the physics into where it was slicker than shit, and there was a lot of hills. I was in double low with diffs locked, trying to get up hills. So he nailed the physics on that one. I think he nailed them a little too damn good, because a lot of the hills I couldn't even get up. I had to forfeit the load because the truck just would not pull the hill. I'm pretty sure though when winter comes, if Oregon isn't really well, actually no, I have to backtrack that a little bit. Oregon should be dropping here soon. I might get sick and tired of Oregon by then. And then maybe I'll do some more Dalton Highway when it's winter time. That way it's fitting. I think right now though the only version he has is the summertime version, which doesn't have the snow on it. Have not checked to see if it was updated to back to the winter version, but I kind of like the summer version. Driving on that bumpy dirt road. What the hell is going on? Those ain't slowing me down none. Oop. That's gonna slow me down though. What the hell's with people getting pulled over and shit? It's almost like we timed that one. Resume cruise control. Yeah, how could I drive with those high beams? Those are like ridiculous. These lights are like having high beams. Why would I want another Classic XL? I've got this stretched out, beautiful truck. It's beautiful in its own way. I'll take a look at it. Oh, Jesus Christ. I drove those. Deuce and a half, Oshkoshes, Hemmets. It's funny as shit when you Oshkosh, the unsinkable truck. Damn, that's good. Considering this is set in 720 and that's on a UDH TV or UHD TV. Walmart. Welcome to Walmart, go fuck yourself. Welcome to Walmart, go fuck yourself. Kind of really like this fucking old school steering wheel though. So basically the updated one just allows you to use the SCI steering wheel creations pack. Hey look, that car is nice. You got out of my way. Random acts of kindness on the highway. Well, he is a Camaro. He's doing his best to try and stay at 75 without blowing up. It's in eco mode right now. If it was an S550, it would have already blown my ass away. They actually have that. They released the mod for the rubber duck truck. The truck and the matching trailer. Fuck the Camaros. I had too many of them and they all sucked. Except for one. But that's only because I had a shitload of work done to it. I guarantee you if I had a fucking, if I had a SN95 versus what I had, I wouldn't have had nowhere near as much money, and I would have had probably right at the horsepower cap of blowing up the stock 4.6 or being able to drive it, because I know you could push the 4.6 to 500 horsepower. That's the absolute cap. Anything over 500, you're going to blow the motor up. Or I could be ultra cool and go get me one of the 3.8s and put a Pro Charger on it. I kind of almost like that idea, even though it's not a V8. The V6s aren't nothing to really fuck with. The V6 is like the modern V8 now. And every time I've gone to look for a GT SN95 convertible, they want so much fucking money for a motor that's got almost 200,000 miles on it. Whereas you can get a drop top 5-speed 6-banger a hell of a lot cheaper. Oh, fuck no. I don't need the torque numbers. My brother's got a, what the fuck is it, 03? 4.6, and I drove it when it was fairly stock. It was fucking fast. He's been, modifying the shit out of it, trying to turn it into a race car. Well, like a track car. He's got a, 2-step on it. Bassani X-pipe. I think he went with the full Bassani exhaust on it. All I know is when we straight piped it, it sounded like boiled asshole. After he got the X-pipe put in and the exhaust on it, the thing sounds meaner than shit. The only problem is he's too lazy to replace his fucking clutch cable. So the funny part is, he has to get to first gear, he has to come to a complete stop, put it in second gear, and then put it in first gear. Same thing for reverse. It's weird. And this is oddly a different Jake brake. It's in, what is it, Mortal's engine pack. I think this is a ISX 15. Like a 600 something horse ISX 15 motor, or the X15, better known as. Still ain't no fucking, ain't no joke. Mortal's engine pack, he's got 2 different parts to it. He's got ones that lope and ones that don't lope. I love a good ISX motor. I put both of them in just because Sometimes the lope motors have really amazing jakes. And as a matter of fact, case in point, the fuck is it? The motor I've got in the 389 is a lope motor, but it has a screaming jake brake. And yes, I put my turn signal on it 10 miles too early. You're slowing down for there, dude. Ah, that was an international. It's the N14 605 chip tuned. Oh hell yeah, I'm on a wheel. You can use a controller. You can totally use a controller. But yeah, I'm on a wheel. Okay, I guess we got off the interstate because, oh shit. Ow. I knew that was gonna hurt. Came in a little too spicy. Any particular reason we're going slower than old people fuck? No, it's got good brakes, I just got on them too late. The brakes are totally alright in this truck, I just fucked up and didn't hit them early enough. That's the sad part, I wasn't even texting. I just wasn't fucking paying attention. That was 100% on me. Well, that's what color my US Express truck is. It's all whatever color you dig. Hell, it could be pink. I've driven pink trucks before, especially in multiplayer, just to screw with people. Personally, my favorite's black and chrome. You can never go wrong with black and chrome. Come on, bus, Jesus. Oh, trust me, when I had my Peterbilt, that motherfucker was a bitch to clean. There was so much chrome on it. I think I spent more money at truck stops having the chrome clean than anything. Purple and chrome would be good too. just can't go wrong with chrome, period. And this trailer off track so bad, I'm just gonna take up both lanes. Oh really, is that so? Mr. Badass little keyboard warrior there. I've had my CDL since I was 18, asshole. No, let them. I love trolls. Fucking love trolls. I don't know. Do I want a cookie? Do you want a boot? I got a nice size 14 I can shove up your fucking ass. Twin stick, try a quad stick Mac. That's a challenge. One hand to the steering wheel while you're shifting, and then the other hand on the other gear shifter. But on the bright side, you do have 4 reverse gears, and you can get up to like 40 miles an hour in reverse. Pretty impressive. Skinny little punk, yeah, 200 pounds is really skinny. You talk a mean game, dude, but I bet you can't throw a hook worth a flying fuck. Judging by your trolling skills, you look like you'd be the motherfucker to run your mouth like a little bitch, and then when it actually came down to a fight, you'd fucking try and fight dirty because you can't fight worth a flying fuck. You get your ass whooped over and over again. So think before you put your next troll and ass comment up, and make it a good one for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ, don't waste my time. Like that one, lame. I'm all for people coming in and trolling, but dude, you gotta step your game up, man. If you're gonna throw some lame ass shit out there like that, you're just wasting everybody's time. Iowa. Nobody likes Iowa. Not even Iowa. Oh, I'm waiting to see what his next dumbass response is. Sure, I'll get a good laugh out of it. Whoa, what? Dude hauling $1 million with a pot? Please tell me he got away with it. Obviously not, though. Son of a bitch, there goes $1 million worth of pot down the fucking burner. Hey, the color has to match. Okay, if I drive like crap for a second, it's because I am. I am texting and driving. Dangerous driver alert. Well, the worst part is I was doing it one-handed. I think we actually ran his little bitch ass away. Tate stood no chance. You cannot out-troll a troll. And that, what kind of a fucking faker name is that? You cannot get any faker than that. We're just gonna call him Taint. He's probably sitting in his mom's basement fucking with like a white beater on, Cheeto stains all over it, fucking going around trolling everybody that he could find. The sad part is I would have busted out my CDL. Like, oh really? I don't drive, then why do I have this license? Probably. It's kind of funny you said that, because the minute he started talking shit, I pictured Eric Cartman. Oh, look, he's still there. And, yeah, anybody can get a forged one. Any decent fucking ICC inspector can spot the difference between one that's fake and one that's not. Do the truffle shuffle, man. Obviously you, since you're the one that brought it up. I got mine in an old piece of shit 87 International dump truck. Kind of like the older Dodges, but not that bad. Oh, dude, this thing was a total pile of shit. I mean, it would have been a nice truck if the dude had kept it up, but he used it for farm use, and it was pretty beat. I don't know how it cleared DOT. He ran gravel with it too, but he mainly used it around the farm, hauling dirt and manure and all kinds of disgusting shit with it. Dead animals. But it somehow still passed DOT spec and took my test on an old fucking Road Ranger 13 speed on it. It was definitely a hunk of shit. Great motor in it though. Like the body was beat to hell. The interior was completely fucked, but the motor was like pristine. That's all he cared about was the driveline. He didn't give a fuck about how bent up the box was. The damn gate was held together with a bunch of things. I think it was like re-welded a few times, the hinges. The truck was absolute a pile of junk. Well, he didn't freaking ride it really hard and put it away wet as many times as he did, it wouldn't have been so bad. That truck had potential. But he beat the piss out of that thing and didn't care if it got all dented or scratched up. So we're in South Dakota. Hey, take it easy, Brandon. I've got Mud Runner and the OG spin tires. Mud Runner seemed to be a little bit more fun. I've streamed it quite a few times. It's like, I guess people get bored watching three idiots constantly flipping their trucks and having to winch off of each other. That would work. I actually haven't really... Well, I've done some of the campaign, but yeah, I should try doing some actual legit work with it. And see, that's what I figured. That's like what you want to see is the carnage and the help that ensues, but nope, nobody wants to see it, I guess. It's funny because we always stay like tight packed together, the three of us. I try to roll along as like the support vehicle and let the other two knuckleheads have at it, because they tend to fuck shit up pretty fast. So I'm usually driving something that's got a dick ton of repair points or fuel and acting as the service truck. I think I might change out the Flying Goddess to the Swan if they have it. Jake from State Farm. Or this one. That'd be nice. Yes, the flying. That's what I got on there right now, is the Flying Goddess. I've always been particular to the Swan. I had an Eagle I took off of my International Eagle. Had a 2000. Took that hood on and off that went on my dually when I had it. And then when I sold the 07, I took the the Swan off, and that's on the hood of the Dodge now. Somewhere I still have that fucking Eagle. I sold the Eagle to get the 07. I have no idea what turbo is on this truck, but it does sound good. Doesn't quite have the noise that a whole set would have, but to be rolling at 87 miles an hour, it's got to be a pretty decent turbocharger. I think the Eagle's floating around the house somewhere, because I know I didn't let it go with the truck when I sold the dually. I wish these things had boost gauges to tell you how many pounds of boost I was running. I'm still kind of mind blown that SCS is actually going to be rolling out International as the next brand introduced into the game. Out of all the companies. Oh, move over for law enforcement. Oh, dude, they actually had animated, they did move that over from ETS. Animated live events with the cops. Well, International is the only one that's confirmed. The 4 other brands are in negotiations. because the international that I have is a custom paid mod. It's not the one that got lifted and moved around. What the hell are you hitting the damn brakes for? Why was that car flipped the wrong way? A little bit more warning would have been better on that. Oh god, please don't put Freightliner in the game. It's bad enough I have International. That I want to see, Mac. I want the Pinnacle, the Anthem, the Granite, the Titan. Give us the good stuff. Oh, fuck that. That's an old ass truck. That was an 18 wheels of steel hauling. The Cascadia I could see, but why a freaking Coronado? I could see a Cascadia. The Coronado is basically what the Classic XL morphed into. If they put the Titan in, I would be fucking ecstatic. If it's the new one, that would be the Anthem, because that's the latest highway tractor they rolled out. Whoever did that R700 is a fucking genius. We had an entire fleet of those trucks back in Connecticut. I don't know, it depends on their licensing, what they can get. I mean, they've got a very... What the fuck are you doing, car? They've got a very, very impressive roster with ETS2, so you figure they could use that as a platform to come to the American side and be like, look, With our last game, we were able to do this, this, and this, and this, and this. All these guys got on board with it. That's like a great resume. Mercedes, Renault, Scania, Volvo. They had a dickload of officially licensed trucks. It probably just comes down to a money thing. They want too much money for licensing. Thank God they did not continue that mod, because it used to be around. The Western Star with 5,000 freaking horsepower, like you needed that much. I always liked the 4900 FA. Thank God there's a fuel station right here too. Because it was never updated. I was bummed by that too. I'd love to have that again. Oh, it's tagging on the back. Oh no, we're tagging on the wall. I'd like any dump. Yeah, I saw the Tesla truck. Thing looks like a giant dildo with wheels. This is gonna suck. I'm not gonna be able to clear. I might. God damn it. Well, it's a sloppy load in, but it gives me the option like it did. So be it. Now, Jake's, I have it set on, instead of just a toggle to where you just touch it, I've got it to where anytime I let off the gas, it's on. Alright, let's see what, 6 o'clock shit. Alright, so that was, what was it, about 2,000 miles roughly. I've got to go pick up my daughter from volleyball practice. You guys liked what you saw? Like, subscribe, and hopefully we get that troll back in here again, because I want to have more fun with a little faggot. Other than that, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.